What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today I'm going to show you guys how to cut out your hinges for your doors so that they're perfect every single time using a router just like this. Let's do this. So what I've got here, guys, is the Ryobi trim router. This is part of the One Plus series, so it's cordless. The reason why I purchased this router was simply for the use of cutting out my hinges. Once you guys see just how easy it is and fast and precise to cut your hinges out, I really doubt you're going to go back to the old school hammer and chisel method. This is so much easier and more precise. So what we've got here is an adjustment up on the top. Okay, this allows for the depth of the cut, so as you can see, it's got a big adjustment on it. So obviously in terms of the hinge, we don't need to cut that much. What I'll do is I place the hinge up on the guide just like that, okay, and then I want to see the thickness that I'll actually be needing. So hopefully you guys can see. I'll just try to line that up. So what we need to do is simply slide that up, get roughly the thickness of the hinge, which I've got just there. Okay, then at the bottom we've got a little wheel here that'll allow for all the minor adjustments. So as soon as I've got the majority of it worked out roughly how thick I need it, then I can play with my wheel down the bottom. And as you can see, I've just retracted it. I'll turn it back the other way and I can make it protrude once again. So I just need to play with that. We've got pretty much spot on right there. That is the thickness that we're going to need in terms of the hinge. Hopefully you guys can see. It's probably about 2 to 3 mil. That's all I need to cut. So what we need to do is get the hinge that's going to be installed on the door. Work out your positioning up along the door. Next thing you want to do is just simply drop that in place wherever it's going to be marked up and just trace around the edges as I've already done here. So once that's been traced, you can see the pencil mark is right there. Now we know exactly where it needs to be cut out. Next thing you want to do is get a utility knife or a chisel, and you simply want to trace that line that we've just drawn up. So down the grain we can go nice and easy with the utility knife. If you haven't got a utility knife, you can just use a chisel. So once again, give that a nice tap along the edge of the line on both sides, as I've already done here. And you'll see in a second the reason why we do that. So now we've got the measurement on the router ready to go. The only thing left to do is to simply cut out this hinge. So now that we've got this all routed out, you can see that it's pretty flush as it is already. What I like to do, I don't go hard up against the line. So I like to leave probably a small hairline of a gap between where I've routed and the line that I've made up. The reason for that is I now use the chisel, and all I do is I simply work that along the edge and that'll pop up nice and easy. So I can get a really nice clean finish on all those edges. Just like that, working my way all the way around. You can hear that pop right where I've cracked that line with the utility knife, and that piece will simply come out. So once you've got the outside all nice and clean, the only thing left to do is to simply test out that hinge, slide that in position, and we can see that that's perfectly flush right now, exactly the way we'd like to have it. So there you have it, guys. That's how to get your hinges 100% perfect every single time using the trim router from Ryobi. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If there's anything else you guys would like to learn how to do in or around your house, put it in the comment section below and I'll be happy to show you guys how to do it. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Bill's How To.